Good morning to everyone. My name is Madhuri. I'm from JNTU College of Engineering, Anantapur. Let us discuss today with the big data. What is big data exactly? What are the characteristics of big data and use cases? We are going to discuss now. Uh, Coming to the big data. Generally, big data means it is a collection of huge amount of information, huge amount of data. Okay, which is in the form of data, data, like that. Huge amount of information will be there in the big data. It is very difficult to us to process the big data. And in order to store this big data is also we require some near technology, near tools in order to process, in order to analyze, in order to store the data. And here there are five views will be there, which we can call them as a characteristics of big data. Coming to these characteristics, volume, velocity, variety, value, and velocity. Okay. Generally, as everyone know, as today, the social media platform, as everyone know, is going to generate a largest data generator of today big data. Okay. And we are containing like per day 5,000 or 500 plus terabytes of fresh data is going to be generated. Only single day, this much amount of data, like in form of terabytes, it is very difficult for us to store and process and to analyze those particular data. Everyone know Facebook. Okay, Facebook is one of the example we can say for this big data. As everyone know, in the Facebook, the data containing like videos, photos, and messages, etc. Okay, it's going to generate a huge data, and we are going to save that data. Okay, really lot of time will be going to process in order to process this particular time big data. Okay, and one of the e-commerce type of application everyone know like Amazon is going to generate a lot of amount of data. It is very difficult for us to handle this amount of huge data. So we all require some technology, some newer technology in order to process this big data. Okay. Coming to the characteristics, one it is a volume. Volume it is nothing but it's a huge amount of data. A normal size of data will be there. Like Facebook can generate approximately billions of messages each day, and like button is also going to record everything. Who is going to click on like button like that? Everything is going to be registered and everything is going to be seen in the servers. Like per day 350 million new posts are going to be uploaded each day. For all this, for sensor data and for CC footage data, everything, we are going to generate a huge amount of data we require to save, which is in the form of huge enormous size. Okay. Coming to the other characteristics of big data, it is a variety. As you know, structured, unstructured, and semi-structured data. These are all various forms of data where we can store our data. Like structure means nothing but it containing some tables, and semi-structured, you are containing some XML files, JSON, emails like that. These are all some examples of semi-structured type of data. And coming to the unstructured data, which is not in the form of structure, like we can tell that images, audio, video. Okay, we can say this data is unstructured data. And coming to the other type of data called as a quasi data, quasi structured data. Here in the quasi structured data, the data format contains some textual type of data, which going to changes okay, according to the time. This inconsistency will be there in the data format. Like we can call them as a quasi-structured data. Okay. Example for this is quasi-structured data is web servers, logs. Okay. Log file containing every information like when the user is going to log in, when the user is going to log, the user file when it is open. Okay, how much time it's going to take to the user for using these particular files like that. Everything is going to be recorded in the log files. Then coming to this, another type of characteristics is veracity. Veracity means how much data is going to be reliable. We are going to be calculated. Okay, it is one of the process of being handled and going to manage the data efficiently. Okay. Like example for this veracity type means we are going to use these hashtags for the post of the Facebook. Okay. Here we are going to tell that the data is reliable according to this, according to that, like that. Okay. And coming to this value, value means nothing but uh, usually comes like we are going to discover the patterns. As everyone know, there will be huge amount of data will be there, okay, which is not in a format, and we does not require this huge amount of data for our work. We just require only some value data, like only one figure, only one total we require like that. In the entire data, we require only some of the data like that. Validity is also one of the characteristics, and next it is a velocity. Velocity is one of the important characters I'm going to play uh, because here in the velocity we're going to tell about the speed at which the data is going to be processed. Okay, as everyone know, it is one of the parameter in order to decide if that is you are going to use this tool because the speed is very high. When the tool is going to serve, going to take several minutes of time, means you are not able to use that particular tool. You are going to shift to alternate tool. We're going to offer a high speed rate because we all require faster speed to work out. Okay, and this is one of the figure is one of the example where in every seconds, like every 60 seconds, you are going to generate lakhs of tweets, and there will be 217 new mobile users will be there, and there will be some 6 lakhs, 98 lakhs Google searches. All these are the figures going to indicate at what rate we are going to generate the traffic. We are going to generate the data. Okay. Next, coming to discuss, we are going to start with the characteristics of big data is over. Coming to the use cases of big data, coming to the use cases of big data, where exactly this big data is going to use. And the first main important it is a banking and finance sector. As everyone know in banking, or we are going to use this banking service for our financial transactions. In case of the finance, we are going to have many transactions. Okay, we need to record all these transactions. If anything happen, if any note is going to be down or going to last place, you are going to fetch that information exactly to the other sources in order to predict the risk and in order to analyze. Uh, we are going to use this big data for our things. And fraud detection is when we are going to use this big data, we can easily detect the fraud. What are the sources where we can exactly can get this fraud? Everything is going to be detected by using these big data techniques. Okay, this is the figure where it's going to indicate. Okay, the use cases of big data in case of this financial banking sectors, like this blockchain technology, like 6% of blockchain technology are going to use, and this data analytics for the risk purpose, how much amount you are using in the banking sector, everything is going to be everything is going to be used in this banking and finance sector. And coming to this accounting here in this accounting sector also, we are going to check and maintain some ledgers, and we are going to see some audits and taxations and some financial planning over this accounting. Okay, and when we are going to visualize the financial things in a better way, we are going to use this big data to connect any financial or non-financial data to predict the outcomes for improving the forecasting. Everything we are going to use this in accounting sector. We are going to use this big data, and in case of aviation, in order to maintain and in order to distribute some resources, and in order to see any flight services, in which route it is better and which route it is low, and in order to check the safety also, we are going to use this type of big data technologies in aviation. Okay, this is a figure indicating that this aviation is going to use these big data technologies in order to guide, in order to uh, know, in order to manage for route optimization, and in order to get good revenue over this aviation. We are going to use this big data over this aviation. And in case of agriculture also, in order to see what are the uses of pesticides on which type of soil, okay, how we can predict accurately, and what are the warnings we need to do, and how we can supply some chain optimizations and streamlining everywhere. We can use these technologies over the agriculture, and these are some of the case studies for our big data like IBM, Food Trust, and TTN. Innovo, Vivo is going to use big data technologies in order to predict exactly the needs of the farmers. Next, it is automotive. It is also in automotive fields also. We're going to use exactly for some analysis purposes and for predicting market trends, for exactly for sales and manufacturing industries. Okay, and how better we can use these vehicles and how to maintain that particular vehicles. Okay, how we can earn extra profit by maintaining everything. These are all ways we can use this big data in automating industries. And coming to this biomedical research and healthcare. Biomedical research means here we are going to develop some medicines, and we are going to use these medicines for particular patients or particular areas only. Okay. And after results, going to analyze the results, uh, we are going to release that particular medicines in our market. Without that, we should not release our medicines. For that purpose, also we are going to use big data uh, for organ donations, where the organs are there, whose patients, their analysis, for treatment of any how betterly we can treat everything. We can predict any pandemic, or we can say that if any pandemic outbreaks, how betterly we can uh, benefit over this healthcare by using this big data. Okay. This is a figure indicating that in big data technologies and artificial intelligence together, using this in healthcare centers. The healthcare industries, healthcare, medicine, biomedicines. Here, SVM support vector medicine, standing for age, logistic regressions, maybe bias in order to predict and in order to know further trends and how better the medicines are going to work, and how in order to predict anything we are going to use this artificial intelligence also, okay, in this healthcare to work out. And next it is the business management. The business management, in order to detect how best the users are utilizing their business and how we can generate some profit over that, we are using this big data in order to identify the pattern of unstructured data also. Okay. Providing the security over their business also, we are going to use these big data technologies over this business. Coming to this cloud computing also, is also utilizing the services. Okay, how the cloud computing has offered this security, and there are many challenges over this cloud computing because we require to store a huge amount of data, which is very difficult for us. So we require to use some advanced technologies tools to do what. Next, it is the cyber security. And in cyber security, big data security analytics is one of the emerging trends. Many business organizations are going to use this cyber securities to protect and to identify any suspicious activities are going to happen in their business or not, in order to detect any malicious everything, not to secure their data. The business, many business organizations are using these cyber securities, and we require to see our business properly, like there is a term like we require to protect our data at our lower level only. Okay, 53% of the companies are already using this big data security, okay, in order to protect their companies. And coming to this government and law enforcement, everywhere, like in a government and public infrastructure, are going to produce a large amount of data in various forms like body cameras, CCTV footage, satellite, public schemes. Okay, each form is going to generate a huge amount of information, okay, like in registration also, land registration, public schemes, and social media. Everywhere they are going to generate millions of terabytes of data per day. It is very difficult for us to be processed. So we require some advanced tools. These are all the areas in the defense field also we are using this big data to analyze and to predict the trends, to forecast anything is going to be happen like that. Everywhere we are going to use this big data in the health management. Okay. Coming to this is a figure indicating in the law enforcement and national security sectors is using this big data. This is the piece where slides where the government is border control, defense and military, border control and customs, intelligence fusion centers where we are using this big data, which is a figure indicating that. And coming to this oil, gas, and renewable energy, here also we are using this big data in order to predict where exactly the resources are there and where exactly optimize the drilling the sites like that. And in case of the supply chain management, also we are using this big data in order to predict and in order to produce the resources exactly and where the resources is using everywhere in order to know the insights regarding the uses we are going to use the big data. And in case of the retail also we are using, okay, and in case of stock market everything, every day we are going to generate each company is going to record per second their profit and loss. Okay, these are also going to be recorded at the company side and also in the stock market also. Okay, and we require to analyze that trends in the stock market, and we are going to predict whether it is a positive insights or negative insight, and what is well we can do in order to estimate our own outcomes and going to increase our rate companies like that. Everything is uh, this big data is going to be used. In the telecom industries also we are going to use this big data. Media and entertainment, education, in education, in order to do high quality and low cost devices, and in order to have data privacy and security, and in order to have high speed connectivity to the schools. Everywhere we are going to use the big data. And in the pharmacy, we are going to have some clinical terminology and not having some examination, clinical type of examination, not to examine the drug, whether the drug is acting correctly or not. If at all it is acting, how best we can solve. In each area, we are going to use this big data, okay, to increase their services, to increase their income over the particular product, where the products and where the drugs are exactly useful to the pandemic areas in order to identify. We are going to use this big data for project management and for marketing and sales, for social media, and for hospitality and restaurant and tourism. We are going to use this big data. Okay, this is regarding the what is exactly the big data characteristics and use cases. Okay, mainly this big data is nothing but it is a huge volume of information which is in zettabyte, exabytes, like that. Okay, we require some additional tools or near technology tools like there are many tools for storing like HBase, yeah, for processing, MapReduce, high, like that. Additional tools required, and we have already introduced this tool. We are going to use, we are introduced and we are also using that particular tool for our work. So mainly the Google, Amazon, IBM, etc. Every company nowadays are going to use these big data technologies for their work. This is the end of the today's class. Okay, thank you.